The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. Victor Hugo. Love is a mystery that has captivated hearts and minds across cultures and centuries. It is a force that can bring immense joy and profound fulfillment, yet it remains elusive and unpredictable. Why do we fall for certain people? Is it the spark of attraction, the depth of connection, or something more profound? The answer lies at the intersection of science, psychology, and philosophy. Science reveals that love is linked to brain chemistry, with neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin playing key roles in attachment and bonding. Psychology explores how our experiences, beliefs, and needs shape our preferences and behaviors in love. Meanwhile, philosophy delves into the meaning and purpose of love, questioning whether it is a choice or a destiny. This video will embark on a journey to unravel these mysteries, exploring the intricate dance between biology, psychology, and philosophy that defines our experiences of love. By understanding why we fall for certain people, we may uncover not just the secrets of love, but also the depths of our own humanity. Imagine you're on a safari, watching animals in their natural habitats. You see birds building nests, monkeys playing with their babies, and deer protecting their young. All these behaviors are connected by one powerful force, love. But why do animals, including humans, feel love? To understand this, let's travel back in time to when humans first started living on Earth. A long time ago, humans needed to survive and have babies to keep their family going. This is where love comes in. Love helps people find a partner and stay together long enough to raise their children. It's like a special glue that keeps families together. Evolutionary psychology is a way of thinking about how our behaviors, like love, helped our ancestors survive and have more children. One of the main ideas in evolutionary psychology is mate selection. This means choosing a partner who is healthy, strong, and can help take care of children. For example, in many animal species, males show off their strength or beautiful feathers to attract females. Humans do something similar. We might show off our talents, kindness, or how well we can provide for a family. This helps us find someone who will be a good parent and partner. But once we find someone, how do we stay together? This is where bonding comes in. Bonding is like forming a strong friendship, but it's even deeper. It's what makes us feel connected to our family and friends. In humans, bonding is helped by special chemicals in our brain called oxytocin and vasopressin. These chemicals are often called love hormones because they make us feel happy and attached to others. Oxytocin is especially important for mothers and their babies. When a mother holds her baby, oxytocin helps her feel love and care for the child. It's the same with romantic love. When we hug or kiss someone we love, oxytocin is released, making us feel closer to that person. Vasopressin is also important for long-term relationships. It helps us feel committed to our partner and want to stay with them. These love hormones are not just for humans. Many animals, like prairie voles, also use oxytocin and vasopressin to form long-lasting bonds. Scientists have studied these animals to learn more about how love works in humans. For example, when prairie voles mate, they form a strong bond that lasts a lifetime, thanks to these hormones. This helps them work together to raise their babies, which increases their chances of survival. So love is not just a feeling, it's also a tool that helps us survive and thrive. It brings people together, helps us make families, and keeps those families strong. But love is more than just biology. It's also about how we think and feel about each other. This is where psychology comes in. Psychology helps us understand why we like certain people and how we behave in relationships. It's not just about finding someone who is strong or healthy. It's also about finding someone who makes us happy and feels right for us. This is where our next journey begins. Have you ever felt like you're walking on clouds when you're around someone you love? Or maybe you can't stop thinking about that person and everything they do seems perfect. This is what it's like to be in love. And it's not just a feeling. It's actually your brain working in a very special way. When we fall in love, our brain goes through some amazing changes. It's like a big party in there, with different parts of the brain sending out happy signals all over the place. The main guests at this party are chemicals called neurotransmitters. These are like special messengers that help different parts of the brain talk to each other. When we're in love, three main neurotransmitters are very active: dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. Dopamine is often called the pleasure chemical. It's what makes us feel happy and excited. Imagine you're eating your favorite ice cream or playing your favorite game. Dopamine is what makes those things feel so good. When we fall in love, our brain releases a lot of dopamine, which is why everything about the person we love seems so wonderful. It's like our brain is saying, "Wow, this is the best thing ever." Serotonin is another important guest at the party. It helps us feel calm and relaxed. But when we're in love, serotonin levels can actually go down a bit. This might sound strange, but it's why we sometimes feel a little anxious or obsessive when we're in love. We might think about the person all the time and wonder what they're doing. It's like our brain is constantly asking, "What's going on with this person? Are they thinking about me too?" Oxytocin, which we talked about earlier, is also very active when we're in love. It's what helps us feel attached to someone. When we hug or kiss the person we love, oxytocin is released, making us feel even closer to them. It's like a big hug from the inside out. All these chemicals working together create a powerful feeling that we call love. But how does our brain decide who we fall in love with? It's not just about how someone looks or what they do. It's also about how they make us feel. Our brain is always looking for someone who makes us feel happy, safe, and loved. Now, let's talk about the different parts of the brain that are involved in love. The ventral tegmental area, VTA, is like the headquarters of the dopamine party. It's where the happy feelings start. The nucleus accumbens is another important area. It's like the reward center. When we do something that feels good, like eating chocolate or playing a fun game, this part of the brain says, "Yes, do that again." And when we're in love, it says, "Spend more time with this person. They make you feel great." The prefrontal cortex is like the boss of the brain. It helps us make decisions and think clearly. But when we're in love, this part of the brain can get a little mixed up. It's harder to think clearly because all the happy feelings are taking over. That's why people in love might do things they wouldn't normally do, like write love poems or sing silly songs. So love is not just a feeling, it's a whole brain event. It's like a big orchestra playing a beautiful song with dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin as the main instruments. But love is also about how we think and behave in relationships. It's not just about the chemicals in our brain, it's also about our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now let's think about why we fall for certain people. Is it because they're similar to us or because they're different in a way that fascinates us? Do we fall for people who make us feel safe or those who challenge us to be our best selves? These are questions that psychology can help us answer. By understanding why we choose certain partners, we can gain insights into our own desires, needs, and values. Let's explore this further and see how psychological theories can help us understand the mysteries of love. Imagine you're trying to solve a puzzle, and each piece represents a different aspect of your personality and needs. When you find someone who fits well with your puzzle, it can feel like you found a missing piece of yourself. When you think about love, you might picture a warm hug, a romantic moment, or a deep connection with someone special. But have you ever wondered why love feels the way it does? Psychologists have spent years studying love to understand its many forms and how it works. Let's dive into some fascinating theories that explain why we love and how it shapes our relationships. One of the most famous ideas about love is Robert Sternberg's triangular theory of love. Imagine a triangle with 3 points: intimacy, passion, and commitment. These are the building blocks of love. Intimacy is about closeness and trust, like the bond you share with a best friend. Passion is the excitement and attraction you feel in romantic relationships. Commitment is the decision to stay with someone and build a future together. Different combinations of these three create different kinds of love. For example, if you have only intimacy and passion, it's called romantic love. If you add commitment to the mix, it becomes consummate love, the most complete form of love. This theory helps us see that love isn't just one thing. It's made up of many parts working together. Another interesting idea comes from Zick Rubin, who studied the difference between liking someone and loving them. According to Rubin, liking is when you admire someone and enjoy their company, like a good friend. Loving, on the other hand, is much deeper. It involves caring for someone as much as you care for yourself and wanting to be close to them in every way. Rubin even created questionnaires to measure how much people like or love someone, which helped researchers understand these feelings better. John Lee had a different way of looking at love. He compared it to a color wheel. Just like primary colors mix to create new shades, Lee believed there are primary styles of love that combine to form unique types of relationships. For example, Eros is passionate and romantic love, while Ludus is playful and fun love. Storge is more like friendship-based love, often seen in families. When these styles mix, they create new forms of love like mania, the obsessive love, pragma, the practical and logical love, or agape, the selfless, unconditional. This colorful way of thinking shows how diverse our experiences of love can be. Another theory looks at how attraction, connection, trust, and respect work together in relationships. These four elements are like the foundation of a strong house. Attraction draws us to someone initially, maybe because of their smile or sense of humor. Connection helps us bond through shared experiences and understanding each other deeply. Trust makes us feel safe with someone, knowing they'll support us no matter what. Respect ensures we value each other's opinions and treat each other kindly. When all these elements come together, they create a healthy and lasting relationship. So why do we fall for certain people? Psychology tells us it's not random. There are reasons behind our choices. We often feel drawn to people who share similar values or interests because it makes us feel understood. Sometimes we're attracted to qualities we admire, or even those we wish we had ourselves. Our childhood experiences also play a role in shaping what we look for in a partner. Love isn't just about feelings, it's also about actions and choices. These psychological theories show us that love is both simple and complex at the same time. It's about chemistry, but also about connection and care. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet garden, surrounded by beautiful flowers and the sound of birds singing. You're thinking about love and wondering what it truly means. Philosophers have been pondering this question for thousands of years, and their ideas can help us understand love in a deeper way. One of the most famous philosophers, Plato, believed that love is a search for beauty and perfection. According to Plato, when we fall in love, we're not just attracted to the person, we're also drawn to the idea of beauty and goodness they represent. He thought that our souls are trying to find their way back to a perfect world of beauty and truth, and love is a way to experience that perfection here on earth. Plato's idea is like a beautiful dream where love connects us to something greater than ourselves. Another philosopher, Aristotle, had a different view. He believed that love is about finding a friend and companion who shares our values and goals. Aristotle thought that the best kind of love is based on mutual respect and admiration. He believed that when we love someone, we should love them for who they are, not just for how they make us feel. This kind of love is strong and lasting because it's built on a foundation of friendship and shared values. In more modern times, philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger looked at love from an existential perspective. They believe that love is a choice we make in life. According to them, we're free to choose how we live and who we love, and this freedom gives our lives meaning. When we choose to love someone, we're not just following our feelings, we're also making a decision about who we want to be and how we want to live. This perspective makes love feel very powerful because it's something we actively choose, not just something that happens to us. Philosophers have also explored the idea of unconditional love, which means loving someone without expecting anything in return. This kind of love is often seen as the highest form of love because it's selfless and pure. It's like loving someone just because they exist, not because of what they do for us. In many cultures, love is seen as a spiritual experience that connects us to something greater than ourselves. Some people believe that love is a way to experience God or a higher power. This perspective makes love feel sacred and meaningful, not just a personal feeling, but a universal force that binds us all together. Philosophy helps us see that love is not just a feeling, it's also a way of thinking about the world and our place in it. It challenges us to consider what love means to us and how we want to express it in our lives. By exploring these philosophical ideas, we can gain a deeper understanding of why love is so important and how it shapes who we are. But how do these philosophical perspectives on love translate into real-life relationships? How do we balance the idealized views of love with the practical realities of living with someone? The next chapter will explore why we fall for certain people, looking at factors like similarity, shared experiences, and unconscious preferences. It's like solving a puzzle. When we find someone who fits well with our puzzle pieces, it can feel like we found a missing part of ourselves. Let's dive into the fascinating world of attraction and see how science and psychology help us understand why we choose the people we do. Have you ever wondered why you like certain people more than others? Maybe it's because they're funny, kind, or share your favorite hobbies. But there are many reasons why we fall for certain people, and it's not just about how they look or what they do. Let's explore some of the fascinating reasons behind attraction. One of the main reasons we fall for someone is because of similarity. We often like people who are like us, whether it's because they have the same interests, values, or even sense of humor. This makes sense because when we're with someone similar, we feel understood and comfortable. It's like finding a friend who speaks the same language as you. You might be drawn to someone who also loves soccer because you can talk about it and play together. Another reason is proximity. This means we tend to like people who are close to us either physically or in our daily lives. Think about it. You're more likely to become friends with someone in your class or neighborhood than with someone who lives far away. This is because we see these people often and have more chances to interact with them. Sometimes, just being around someone regularly can make us feel more connected to them. Physical attraction is also a big part of why we fall for certain people. We often notice how someone looks first, and if we find them attractive, it can make us more interested in getting to know them. But physical attraction isn't just about looks. It's also about how someone carries themselves, their smile, or even their voice. It's like being drawn to a beautiful painting. Sometimes we just can't help but be captivated by how something or someone looks. Shared experiences are another powerful reason we fall for people. When we go through something important or exciting with someone, it creates a strong bond between us. This could be anything from traveling together to working on a project as a team. Shared experiences make us feel connected because we have memories and inside jokes that only we understand. It's like having a secret handshake that only you and your best friend know. Our upbringing and family also play a role in who we're attracted to. Sometimes we might be drawn to people who remind us of our parents or other important figures from our childhood. This is because our brains are wired to recognize patterns, and if someone reminds us of someone we love or respect, it can make us feel comfortable and safe around them. Unconscious preferences are another interesting factor. These are things we like or dislike without even realizing it. For example, you might prefer people with a certain sense of humor, or those who are very organized. These preferences can be influenced by our past experiences, cultural background, or even things we've learned from movies and books. It's like having a hidden checklist in your mind that you don't even know you're using. Lastly, chemistry is a big part of attraction. This isn't just about physical attraction. It's also about how we feel when we're around someone. Sometimes we just click with someone, and it feels like magic. This chemistry can be hard to explain, but it's often what makes us feel like we found someone special. So, why do we fall for certain people? It's a mix of all these factors: similarity, proximity, physical attraction, shared experiences, upbringing, unconscious preferences, and chemistry. Each person is unique, and what draws us to someone is often a combination of these things. But once we find someone we're attracted to, how do we turn that attraction into a lasting relationship? What makes love endure over time? The answer lies in understanding the chemistry behind long-term bonds. It's not just about the initial spark. It's also about how we nurture and grow our relationships. Imagine you're holding a warm cup of coffee on a chilly morning. The warmth spreads through your hands and makes you feel cozy. That's a bit like what happens when we form long-term bonds with someone we love. Our bodies release special chemicals that make us feel warm and connected inside. Let's explore how these chemicals help us build lasting relationships. One of the most important chemicals in long-term love is oxytocin. You might remember oxytocin from earlier. It's often called the love hormone because it helps us feel attached to others. When we hug, kiss, or even just hold hands with someone we love, oxytocin is released. It's like a big hug from the inside out, making us feel closer and more connected to that person. Vasopressin is another hormone that plays a role in long-term love. It's similar to oxytocin, but is more involved in commitment and loyalty. When we're in a long-term relationship, vasopressin helps us feel dedicated to our partner and want to stay with them. It's like having a special glue that keeps our hearts together. But how do these hormones actually help us build lasting relationships? It starts with the way they make us feel. When oxytocin and vasopressin are released, they create a sense of calm and happiness. This makes us feel safe and comfortable with our partner, which is important for building trust. Trust is like the foundation of a house. Without it, the house might fall apart. As we spend more time with someone, our brains start to associate them with these good feelings. It's like conditioning a dog to sit for a treat. Our brains learn to connect our partner with happiness and safety. This is why, over time, we might find ourselves feeling more and more attached to someone. It's not just about the initial attraction. It's about how our brains and bodies respond to being with that person. Long-term love also involves changes in our brain chemistry over time. When we first fall in love, our brains are flooded with dopamine, which makes everything feel exciting and new. But as the relationship settles into a routine, dopamine levels might decrease, and other chemicals like oxytocin and vasopressin become more important. This shift helps us transition from the intense excitement of new love to a deeper, more stable connection. In addition to hormones, our actions and behaviors play a crucial role in maintaining long-term bonds. Doing small acts of kindness for each other, like cooking dinner or leaving sweet notes, can release oxytocin and strengthen our connection. It's like watering a plant. If you take care of it regularly, it will grow strong and healthy. Lastly, long-term love involves a mix of emotional intimacy, commitment, and companionship. Emotional intimacy is about feeling comfortable sharing our deepest thoughts and feelings with someone. Commitment is the decision to stay together through good times and bad. Companionship is about enjoying each other's company and sharing daily experiences. When these elements come together, they create a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. So how do we keep our relationships strong and healthy over time? It's not just about the chemistry. It's also about how we nurture our connection with each other. By understanding how our bodies and brains work together to form long-term bonds, we can build relationships that are fulfilling and lasting. But what happens when love affects not just our personal lives, but also our overall well-being? How does love impact our happiness, mental health, and life satisfaction? Love makes us happy. When we're in love or surrounded by people we love, it releases happy chemicals in our brain like dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals make us feel good and can even improve our mood. It's like having a special medicine that makes everything feel better. People who are in loving relationships often report feeling more joyful and content than those who are not. Love also helps our mental health. Being loved and supported can reduce stress and anxiety. When we know someone cares about us, we feel safer and more confident. It's like having a safety net that catches us if we fall. Studies have shown that people in loving relationships tend to have better mental health and are less likely to feel lonely or depressed. In addition to happiness and mental health, love gives us a sense of purpose. When we love someone, we want to take care of them and make them happy. This gives us something important to focus on and work towards. It's like having a mission that makes our lives feel more meaningful. People who are in loving relationships often feel more motivated and directed in life. Love also helps us grow as individuals. When we're in a relationship, we learn new things about ourselves and about how to interact with others. We might discover qualities we never knew we had, like patience or empathy. It's like being on a journey of self-discovery, and love is our guide. Furthermore, love connects us to others and helps build strong communities. When we love our family and friends, we feel part of a larger group. This sense of belonging is important for our well-being and happiness. It's like being part of a big team where everyone supports each other. In many cultures, Love is seen as a way to connect with something greater than ourselves. Some people believe that love is a way to experience God or a higher power. This perspective makes love feel sacred and meaningful, not just a personal feeling, but a universal force that binds us all together. But how does love impact our lives in the long run? Does it really make a difference in how satisfied we are with our lives? Research shows that people who experience love and connection tend to live longer, healthier lives. They also report higher levels of life satisfaction, meaning they feel more fulfilled and happy with their lives overall. So love is not just a feeling, it's a powerful force that can transform our lives. It makes us happier, improves our mental health, gives us purpose, helps us grow, connects us to others, and even affects our overall life satisfaction. As we conclude our journey through the world of love, we've uncovered a rich tapestry of insights from science and philosophy. From the evolutionary roots of love to the philosophical perspectives on its meaning, we've seen that love is both a biological necessity and a profound human experience. Science reveals that love is linked to brain chemistry, with hormones like oxytocin and dopamine playing key roles in attachment and bonding. Psychological theories highlight the importance of similarity, proximity, and shared experiences in forming connections. Philosophers like Plato and Aristotle offer deeper reflections on love as a pursuit of beauty or virtue. Throughout our exploration, love emerges as a complex interplay of biology, psychology, and philosophy. Yet despite these insights, a fundamental question remains: is love a choice or an uncontrollable force? Do we consciously decide who we love, or is it something that happens to us without our control? This question invites us to ponder the nature of love and our role in it. As we reflect on this mystery, we're reminded that love's power lies in its ability to transform and connect us in ways both profound and inexplicable.